every imam, and he could tell you, and he go back, doesn't every imam unfortunately get this idea that it's his stuff? Not like it's the community, because he's in charge. He's just one that's at the head for that moment. His job to keep everything together, keep it organized, keep it going.
Can I say something? When me and Moyes was doing that at the Dawah Center,
don't start. You're going to open up a can of worms and you know I'm going in.
No, I'm saying we didn't.
You don't want to start that? Right, go ahead.
We didn't want to do that. We never wanted to do that.
You sure?
Yeah.
There's a saying. What did you want to do? Better question.
I wanted to learn with the rest of the people.
Okay, right. Why you didn't learn?
Because we ain't had qualified teachers at that.
Tell you why you're not learning now. Because you got qualified teachers available to you.
Oh, I don't have no excuse for that. I don't have no excuse.
What's Moyes' excuse?
Oh, I don't know, because I don't ask Moyes things like that.
No, see, but what I'm saying, you know what Imam and Dad said. He said something beautiful. He talked about intentions. He said, when you intend something for the time you're unable to do it, your intention will be proved false when you're able to do it and you don't do it. So if you're saying, I don't really, because a lot of people, that's the fake humble stuff. I don't want to be, let me tell you something. Soon as one of y'all guys learn y'all stuff, or the next generation, and learn their stuff, and they know they fit, and they learn some books, and they can teach, and they can do, and they can lead, I'm stepping down and you up front.
But people don't always
listen. I ain't talking about you. Listen to my point. Soon as we get one of you who's serious about this work, because this work is hard, and you asking for a lot. It's not easy. It ain't all on the minbar shining. You know, it's a lot of this fact stuff. But as soon as we get us to that way, and I pray to Allah we do it, and we're going to kill ourselves trying to do it, inshallah. But as soon as we get one, and you watch me all the time, soon as somebody come, right or wrong, I don't want to be no leader. Because you know what? I believe I can be more helpful and effective when y'all out front and I'm supporting and helping you.
But that's the same way I feel.
Okay.
Doing that for 10 years, you think I want to go back and do that again?
I got a question. Because here's the thing. Right?
You're young, like you're supposed to do that.
Every time
I don't want to do that.
Let me say this. Sometimes it ain't about what you want.
Look,
I don't want to do this
I keep hearing, man.
Hold on. Every time we had this conversation, right? You say that. And I agree with you. I think you mean what you say. My thing is, what effort are you making to make sure we have someone who will knock you out the way? Or you'll sit there and support from behind.
Right,
because the reality is, he don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, everybody else don't want to do it.
Well, bring your kids.
No, I'm saying.
Sit your kids down the line.
What kid you got that you're training to replace
Unfortunately, now you want this is a whole nother discussion.
No.
Because we don't. Nah, that's how it is.
It's what?
It's gonna be a foreigner, bro. That's gonna be an African American.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Stop. Here's my point. We already got certain people, and y'all know they come and they lead and they come. But now here's the point. But we got children. We got kids. Yeah. Put them to work. Take it serious, right? You got a bunch of young boys. What are you doing? Put them in class. We provide teachers. Like, and we open the door. We have programs. We had, last year, over 20 different teachers in Masjid Muhammad from all around the world. You mean it's a sheikhs, scholars, just regular teachers, people calling to Allah? You mean tell me in all these people you couldn't find nobody to go sit down and learn with?
No, but Imam, seriously though, here's my thing, right?
I mean,
hold up. When Imam Kyrie on Allah was alive, like when he first brought you and Sheikh Omar around, I was watching from the sidelines and I appreciated it and I understood because he wasn't able to teach us the things that you could. So my point is, now you're in his place. Why didn't you pick someone from our community that you want to personally? It's the same thing in here, right? I go looking for barbers who can take over this place, right? I couldn't find any. So I got Keith, and I trained Keith to do exactly what I do. And I got somebody, I got one person, this whole building, I can say, yo, when I'm ready to roll, I know Keith can handle it.
Don't we got that?
You just said we did.
No. My point.
I think we do, but you said we did.
But they ain't gonna work. We
don't got it then.
No. You're trained. You just don't do the work.
Yeah.
We got people who's trained, and you know that they can teach. They can teach a basic book in fiqh. They can teach a basic book in Aqidah. They can teach Tasawwuf. They can teach Arabic. We got people like that. But now when you talk about leadership, it's a whole other story.
So, but that's my thing.
But that takes group stuff.
So why you don't just fall back and DJ that guy from behind the scenes?
Because the nature of us, you can't do that. The nature of us.
I'm only talking about.
We'll eat them for breakfast.
No. What I mean.
Right or wrong?
No. What I mean is, if you fall back and you fall back from doing the talking, that's my thing. You fall back from doing the talking. Let this person or people, y'all do the khutbah, y'all do the classes. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the program. Remember, even the Dawah Center, y'all never did no khutbah on your own. Here's the khutbah. Read that khutbah, and they got up there and they taught it.
But didn't I do that? Everybody has been on the minbar except him, which is I'm getting ready to get him started.
No, but
all the young brothers have been on the minbar.
But I mean on a consistent basis, where that way, and here's my point. What that would do, one, you be giving somebody the experience. They have the experience. They'll learn on the job how to deal with everything. They're not gonna get eaten alive because they like it's the same way here.
Like a apprentice.
I put them. Yeah, it's apprenticeship. I put them on. I said, look, get a client. You're gonna cut them. You gonna mess up. You come get me. I help you. But after that, like you have to learn on the job. And then from the behind the scenes, you sit there. You handle the finances. You worry about. You be the sheikh in the masjid.
But can I ask you a question?
All right. Like that would alleviate a lot for you, man.
Yeah, but I did. Well, and I still do it. Since you've been there, how many people you've seen, like different people? Since you've been there, I put them in bar.
No,
and they don't stay up there. Right or wrong? I put them.
No,
you'll see people make appearances.
Yeah.
No,
but
here's my point. So what I'm saying, you saw more ears up there.
Oh yeah, I was one time.
And you know why he ain't up there?
Masood Qadiri was up there.
And you saw, what I'm saying is the availability, but here's the point. You gotta get us to want to do the work that we're talking about. A lot of us sometimes, meaning, okay, if you're gonna do the minbar, right? Mm-hmm. The minbar is not just doing the minbar, because people now you're on the minbar, they expect stuff from you, right? Yeah. They expect you to live what you're talking. You on the minbar.
That's what we were talking about.
That's what I'm saying. So right, y'all do it. Y'all do it. You teach. How many times a week you teach?
Every day.
Every day I'm on the Daily Islamic class.
So you like teaching?
That's different. Yeah.
Minbar is teaching.
My point. I'd rather teach than to be on the minbar.
Minbar is teaching. Same thing. It's the same concept.
No, because
what's the difference?
Because
you standing up.
No, because everybody, when you're an imam, right? You gotta do it all.
Minbar ain't imam. Minbar is what he said, right? It ain't imam. We ain't talking about being imam. We're talking about you getting up there, delivering talks, and being a part of the community.
So then I don't have to lead the salah, right? Because the imam leads the salah.
No.
The imam leads.
No, here's my point though. If we want to build, like, you gotta do the work.
Yeah, I say I agree with you.
You say, when you say, I'm not qualified, let me tell you that. Right? I'm not qualified for nothing we doing. I gotta do it. I got a choice.
In Atlantic City, right?
No, listen to my point.
Wait. In Atlantic City, alone. I've been to other masjids, except Masjid Kareem. What qualified scholars do we have here?
We don't got no qualified scholars.
You. You're the only one.
Not even me. You know what my teacher told me when he gave me permission to teach? He said, the only reason you teaching, he said, remember this. It was great advice, I never forgot it. He said, remember this, you're a teacher by necessity. The only reason you teaching, because there are no scholars. Had there been scholars, you wouldn't be teaching. You'd be sitting down learning. That was my parting advice. Right? Go do the job. You gotta teach. Right? Think about it. What we've done in this area, we've changed the whole pattern of how people look at Sunni Islam.
Yeah.
You know that, right? So what I'm saying is, we can do it. Don't gotta be a scholar. We ain't even talking to scholars. We're not talking to learned people who need all advanced Islamic sciences.
But
Just talking to common people.
you know how embarrassing that is, you know what I mean? For you to sit with somebody else and them to say to you, like, well, who did you learn from and what is it? And you're like, dang, I guess nothing I've done is valid.
No,
mean nothing.
no. What did you say? I learned what I learned. I can benefit now, but I need to sit down and learn. That's it. CJ is a top 9 barber, right?
Mm-hmm.
I come here because he's like that. He cut, he's good. I'm always satisfied. And I let him do whatever he wants because I trust him. And he's always doing some stuff I don't want with my hair, right? Nevertheless, he's good at what he does and I know it, right? I won't do that with any. I don't just go sit down and do this, do that if I'm somewhere else. When I'm here, do whatever you like. I know, because I know he's a professional at what he does. But he didn't have certain things he needed to do. What did he go do? He went and got it. He couldn't do this, he couldn't do this. He got his license. He went to want to be a teacher. He go get his license. And he was already, I'm like that barber. But there were certain things you missing. He sat down and went and got it.
Mm-hmm.
That's for dunya. Do the same thing for the deen. He don't want to be a teacher. We already got that. So we ain't talking about him. We talking about people like you who want to be a teacher. You love teaching. Sit down and learn.
Because when you see how people, how they progress, you really appreciate that. From a point where how they didn't know nothing to how they know as much.
All right, great. Now move that aspiration up a little higher. You can do it, right? Because you want to do it. So you're the best one. And I don't think you want to do it because you just want to be famous. You get the joy out of watching people learn their religion. So you need to perfect yourself more, right? And get your stuff boom, 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 so that you can do it for the others.
Oh, he just dissed you. Subliminally. He told you get on his level.
No, you know what?
joking.
Give me. Get on over my level. Dust me.
Get on my level.
Every parent, every teacher want to say their student or child excel them.
Oh, and called you child.
Right?
Shut up, yes, yeah.
When I look at what I look at, I want to see us at a point where we got real scholars. Not fake Imam Amins or fake Fulan or Fulan or Fulan. Nah, really decent scholars. No matter where they go.
You the king. You could be a rapper for real.
Word is born.
No, seriously, you the king of subliminal dissing niggas. Like, you do it on the minbar.
Oh my
No,
God.
he called. I'm about to put a bid around his neck, give him a bottle.
Don't follow me though, right?
Yo,
But
you
guess
said
what?
at the beginning, he said he was daddy.
So guess what? No, here's my point. Guess what? Right? So we said we having a real talk, right? We having a real talk.
Yours are here.
You said dad. Like,
I'm the dad. I'm the dad. You my child.
he ain't say it like that. He said kind of like that.
Yo, he said it. He said it Jay-Z style.
Right? Real, right? I remember Jay-Z said something since we quoting Jay-Z because we in the barbershop, so we gotta have a right. Now, I give you an example.
What did Jay-Z say, man?
Oh, let's go to the Jay-Z.
Yeah, man.
Because I got something here, right? Let's go to the Jay-Z. Jay-Z, they was on that, what's they call that?
You know what it's called.
No, is that Hot 97?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Breakfast Club?
Alright.
They asked him about people hating on him, right? And said, how do you know everybody taking shots at Jay-Z, right? And Jay-Z said, what I say, why don't you take all that energy that you hating on me and put it in your records? and put it in your career and spend all that energy doing that so you can become great. Instead of spending all that energy talking about Jay-Z, take that energy and put all that energy in building you a dynasty. Why are you wasting it on me when you could be building something? Because you ain't building nothing talking about me. You ain't getting no extra money, nothing. Take that energy and build something. So it's Jay-Z, when you get at this certain level, Jay-Z's like, I'm trying to be a multi-billionaire. I ain't got time for that. But I do want to give you some advice to get you from being broke. There's my advice to you. Same thing. For me, I can spend my time doing something else. I could go hang out in the suburbs with the shiyuk and eat biryani and somebody will kiss my hand. Instead, I'd rather be here with us trying to build something. Right?
Imam Amin cares.
Yeah, right. That should be a slogan. Imam Amin cares. No, seriously. And guess what? Y'all have told me that. Man, don't waste your time. Go hang out with. Nah, I ain't doing that. Because guess what? I saw what 40 years look like in Islam in the city. And it ain't pretty if we don't do something. Because I'm 40 years later. Right? I'm 40 years later. So if this what the next 40 years gonna look like, y'all teeth.
Let me ask you something.
That's scary. Think about that. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36. Your whole life, I've seen it pass in Islam in Atlantic City. You see how scary that is, And we having this conversation after over 30-something years. Think about that. That don't scare you for your own children?
Yeah. I think about my children a lot.
Your grandkids? Like, are our children gonna be here at 36, 40 something talking the same stuff? While the other children, they're learning, memorizing Quran, Hufaz, right? Building, going to schools, becoming doctors, going to college to come back and employ our children. We talk about it all the time. It was a time in the city where all the stores, the corner stores, was owned by black people.
Yeah, I
Right?
read that in the north side.
Now all our children go purchase someone else who takes the money and build their own communities and then leave us in the situation we are.
Because it looked like at
I
one
tell you to
time,
destroy the black community?
Yeah.
Great.
it looked like at one time that they had it together. And then,
All right, first of all, you gotta remember, the Nation of Islam became Masjid Muhammad. Like, historically.
yeah, I know.
The Nation of Islam was Imam. So what you see, the Farrakhan, that's later stuff. They never did nothing in Atlantic City. Like the nation as under Minister Farrakhan has never done nothing in Atlantic City. Right? If you want to go back to those days, what I mean, just noise. They never built anything. They always had a little corner
temples.
temple that they barely could pay, switch every 6 months to another place. But the real Nation of Islam from Elijah Muhammad, is Masjid Muhammad, right? And what happened to that community? Foreign influence came and destroyed it.
Oh, you talking about the 1960s when the immigrants?
No, I ain't talking about the 60s, I'm talking about the 80s.
80s, 90s.
The influx of immigrants in America was in this.
Ideas.
Ideas.
Ideas coming in the black community and then destroying their unity. Ideas, that's what happened. Every masjid in Atlantic City came from Masjid Muhammad. See, you can talk to somebody who was there. We were there. Every community, we were there. In fact, we were a part of it. So we ain't much there. We go back like that. What happened? Somebody come with some idea. A few of us get it. We want to be sheikhs. And we start opposing the imam. And then we get to the point where we started breaking off in our own communities, and that became a habit in Atlantic City. It wasn't always like that. Right? That's true. And now, to give you an example, everyone who did that break off, which is the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is now seeing how Allah kept and maintained Masjid Muhammad all this time, to this day. Where among us, Masjid Muhammad is the most active masjid in the city. And it was like that before. So it's like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bringing it all back around. Now it's in our hands. What we gonna do with it? Right? We actually are in a position to do what you're talking about, to do what you're talking about, to do what I'm talking about, to do what he's talking about. But our problem is we gotta take off our shoulder this idea of I don't wanna follow. Right? I don't want, you can't tell me what to do. Everybody gotta be told what to do by somebody. As long as I ain't telling you nothing wrong, or somebody else ain't telling you nothing wrong, if it's good for you, it works for the whole follow. That's what we gotta get. And then use all those resources together. Right? There is no reason in Atlantic City why we have, especially in the African American community, more than one masjid. For what? You go to any of these masjids, they don't even have 50 people. Why are you? For what? You don't even have 50 people. Right?
You want to own all the blocks.
No, I'm being real.
So why we ain't never tried to like get the masjid, any masjid offshore where people can
Alright,
actually
well, let me
access?
ask you that, Imam.
We could do that,
That's what we
but
need.
it still could be one. What I'm saying is we gotta come together.
Yeah, that's
and-
what I'm about to say, because during the time of the Prophet said something, it was like 4 of them.
No, you missed my point. It ain't 4 masjids that all follow the Prophet sallallahu. It's 4 masjids, everybody doing their own stuff.
You're right about that.
Like you can go like in the suburbs, like many masajid I go to, they got one in the suburbs, one in the city. Like they got several masajid.
Oh, you mean they all under the
They're
same
one
umbrella?
umbrella,
Alright,
but they're just different places, and they got different imams that they're paying, right?
But that's what the Catholic Church do. You know, they
So that's what I'm saying. We ain't talking about that.
Yeah.
You can go to the Middle East, and you got anywhere in the Arab world, you got almost sometimes masjids on every other block. Then there's one Jami masjid, one big major masjid where everybody go for Jumu'ah. But then throughout the prayers, everybody, wherever you pray, that's where you at.
Well, see, that I always said that though. I always thought
Like substations.
like
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
dope. I don't think, this is my opinion. Like even now, our masjid, we're open for Jummah and some programs and stuff. But it's hard for a lot of the members of our community, like the black members,
Yeah.
because we don't live in Atlantic City. So it's like the times when I want to get up and pray Fajr in the morning, I can't even make it. Like because I live,
Some of them go
20 miles
to,
out.
what's that one on English Creek?
they're not open.
Oh, they not?
Nah, but that's what, these, because what I'm saying like this, right? At the end of the day, and sometimes, because he started off the conversation, let's have real talk.
Mm-hmm.
So real talk is real issues we're dealing with. It's real. Might not like it, but it's real. But our question is, what are those who are conscious going to do to fix it? Right? Because none of y'all going to say that he's not directing us to do the right stuff. He is. He wants us to do the right stuff. I would never tell nobody to do nothing unlawful. You know what I mean? Like, let's do what we got to do. Right? Let's learn. It's agreed upon stuff. So what's the problem? You know how famous we are? We got Ibn Ali Miller.
I know.
Seriously, I mean, like, you know what that means if you organized? If you work together? Y'all young, y'all not us. Y'all should have your own young group together, working together, building, and ready to take over the world.
We do. We right here, nigga. What's about?
This is where it's
We
like.
right here, man. We here, we taking over. Man.
So, what I'm saying, seriously, it's important. Right?
I don't think he mean like that. You mean
Man,
like,
we here.
No, what I mean,
We real.
seriously. I agree.
Here's what happened, right? God forbid, but say you die tomorrow. We here.
What's your
That's the
format?
reality.
What's your format? What's your
I'm
plan?
defender, man. You talking
I know
about?
we got that, but I'm talking about seriously.
We here.
Like-
We gonna put you on the ground. We gonna pray for you, and we gonna run that masjid.
But now, how you say you're gonna run the masjid?
We gonna run it.
are y'all, because remember, this is what y'all missing.
What's going on?
Y'all missing a big thing, and please don't forget this.
Okay.
The elements you're dealing with now won't be the same elements when I die. Just like it wasn't when Imam Kyrie died.
Yeah.
A whole new element. It's people, just real, that's waiting. I ain't saying for me to die, just for me to go away. So here's my point.
I don't want to see that.
They ain't doing nothing.
I got that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the case, but
You think we weak?
no, I don't think y'all weak.
Ain't weak.
No doubt. Y'all,
You know how long
y'all-
I've been in business? Bro, not,
good at what you do.
no, I'm sure. Not just that. Like, I've survived, right? I've had, since I've been open, I've only been open here 8 years. I've had 5 other people leave here, open up their own salons and barbershop. And most of them ain't in business no more.
Right.
And I'm still here, right? So my thing is this, this is why I keep saying, I'm not the imam, but at the end of the day, I know how to keep something going. I know how to run things. I know how to organize. I know how to get people involved. That the people that when I don't know something, I know how to find somebody smarter than me at it and put them in place. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got a crew of people that know what they doing. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I want you to die. I don't. You know what I mean? what I'm saying is, I don't want you to die. I'm just saying, when you keep asking the question of, yo, what y'all gonna do if I ain't here? That's you gonna handle.
Now here's what I'm saying.
What you saying?
Ain't
We
nobody
gonna
qualified.
handle it. No, I ain't saying that. Don't handle it when it happens. Handle it before it happens.
Bro, you don't want nobody to do nothing. No, you want people to do nothing, but you don't want to step off to let nobody do nothing.
Why do I have to step off and let you do something?
No, let me show you this, right? You know, because you got to.
Because you don't step off and let nobody run the business.
Yeah, I would. Nobody wants to. Difference.
Okay.
No,
I want to. Let me run it.
you don't. You're not a barber. That's the first.
I can run the barbers though.
No, you can't. You can't run. That's the thing. See, that's my approach.
Hey, let me.
No, I'm gonna show you. My
You can
approach-
step off. I'll take over
No,
this
no.
joint. Trust me.
See, here's I don't have many criticisms of you, right? Here's one of them, my dad. You don't know how to lead without little guying somebody first. I do. That's why. Not belittling.
No, we wouldn't say that.
You know how to. You want somebody to fall back, fall down, kiss your ring. Now,
Oh, you
now
stop
what
me.
leads you?
Really knock it off.
Now, be honest. That's you.
No, that's your perception.
That is my perception.
Right?
That's my perception.
But here's the
You're right.
catch. Here's the catch.
That's my perception.
Now, right? And I'm glad you said that. Because that is a perception for people who don't really want to follow. It ain't got to do with me.
Hold on.
Listen to my point. Why do I say that? Let's give the proof, because everything got to have a proof, right?
Okay.
They were all there before me when Imam Kyrie died. Rahimahullah, right? They was there, right? Y'all was in the Masjid, right? Everybody love Imam Kyrie.
They love his way. Wasn't that
They
all
loved him
loved
too.
They loved him, but they
Right, so-
but here's my point.
Yeah,
They didn't love
yeah.
him so much that they would
Right
just.
here, they speak highly of
So,
him.
yeah, right, so I'm saying.
No,
But guess what?
They loved how he dealt with people.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
they
yeah.
loved.
All right.
They might have loved him, but they really loved the way. Because what he would do, he'd fade you without fading you to your face. Now, here's the thing. How you are, I am. I'm the same way. I'm very blunt and vocal. This is what it is. It's not what it is. But my thing is this. That's not. Imam Kyrie wasn't like that. So now when he's out and then they got you, then you piss some people off and then they don't want to hear. And I agree. I'm with you on that.
No, I ain't talking about that, but you're skipping the point.
What? What point?
I'm going to, but when I mentioned that. So, when Imam Kyrie passed, rahmatullahi alayhi, those people should have been in position to continue the work, do it, but they weren't. They weren't actively. You understand my point?
Yeah, I get it.
You gotta actively be in the process. You gotta be doing the work.
And he is active.
Do you believe y'all active?
Yes.
In the process?
Yes.
No.
All right, y'all got
I
a disagreement,
do.
so solve y'all disagreement.
You know why? No, look, because you.
No,
looking
they
at-
stop
I
there.
don't think that the way you looking for is the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What you mean? What am I looking
Meaning
for?
like
What am I? Let me ask you something. What am I asking of us? What am I asking?
you just come into the Masjid and learn
And what else? Just it?
and do the work.
That's
but-
my.
Am I trying to
No, what
tell
I'm
you
saying-
how to do that? Don't you already know that format?
Yeah. You said
Just do it.
yeah.
Be like Nike. I ain't gotta tell you nothing. You know what to do. You learned enough. He's learned enough. Y'all got skills that we don't have. Put them to work.
We
That's
doing
what we
it.
doing. That's what we doing.
Inside
It
the
might,
group.
wait, it
We
might
are
not.
doing that inside
We might not be doing this the method that y'all used to, but it's a different way of doing
All right,
it.
but here's my point. Do you think we have us, right? Because this is not, we're just like, all right, we're talking for people, right? So we're talking in general what we're dealing with, but everybody's dealing with the same thing, right? It's just like a real talk, because if you could go to every masjid in our communities, you're gonna have the same discussion.
All right, wait,
It's just not Imam Amin sitting in a chair, it's somebody else. But it's the same discussion, right? There is a gap between the younger generation and the elder generation.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
that's
problem.
true. Yeah.
All right, what I'm saying like this. We can solve that problem because one thing we don't have a gap in our conviction and thought process. We're on the same page. So the only thing that could be is nufus, people's
Egos.
egos. It got nothing to do with what we're doing because we all agree. We ain't hear no one argument about how we should be doing stuff. I ain't arguing nothing he said about that. And all I'm saying is, all right, do it,
We doing it.
right? But do it collectively.
We are.
Because when I say collectively and working together, that way it's a smooth transition, not everybody have this idea of our way or the highway. Nah, we need each other. We all need that. So when I'm
How
talking
did
to
you
you,
lose that idea?
huh?
You used to have that idea.
What's that?
My way or the highway. Did you?
Okay, even if I had, no.
When did you lose
No. I tell you when I had a, you missed, I think you missed the point.
I got the point.
My way to highway was one thing. And what was it? Be honest.
No, you gotta be doing the right stuff.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. So my way to highway, because that's a problem. You know, in our communities, you might not know this. Well, you do, because you're old enough to know it. It was cool to be a drug dealer and in the mosque and be talking junk.
It's still.
You hustling, selling drugs, doing everything, and no plan on stopping, and you in the masjid talking about how things should go. Come on, you can't do that. Not saying you don't got nothing good to say, but you ain't making no decisions. You need to stop what you're doing and try to fix yourself. But you say you gotta be perfect. Everybody got sins, everybody falls short. But you can't be a known drug dealer, a known whatever. I ain't talking about this is your private business.
So you mean open sin.
You an open sinner in the masjid talking about you calling some shots. Man, you don't go sit down, right? Seriously.
Yeah.
No, you right about that.
So what I'm saying, but we had, that was a custom.
You mean to tell me it was people that
Yeah.
was in an authoritative position?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah, it was. I mean, still is.
I mean, and you know it. You could go.
No, I mean,
I'll give you time. You could go to masjids, and if we just be real, we don't got it. We ain't calling names because we're not in that business
Right.
of revealing people's sins. We don't do that. But we know is dudes who's are known criminals, and they could go to the masjid, and even the imams and everybody else is sucking up to criminals.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
that ain't cool. Like, and no one's calling him to repent. No one's calling him to stop what you're doing. He ain't perfect. We ain't perfect. But ain't nobody gonna just open. If I got sins and transgressions, they're gonna be in my house. I'm not exploiting them between the community and saying, so what? And then come in and you know, because you know what? People want money. People want, because he's donating. I don't want your haram money. Period. Keep it in your pocket. We don't even want it. And that's known about us. If you're doing the wrong stuff, you ain't gonna get that kind of light in Masjid Muhammad. It ain't happening. So that's my way of the highway. You're not going to do haram and we're gonna sit around and say, okay. If you got your private life, no one's gonna spy on you, no one's going to be in your business, no one's gonna do that. If we know something about you, it's privately, inshallah, yuttaqillah, fear Allah, right? No one will be in your business. But you will not be in the masjid, an open sinner, and representing what we do. That's not what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came with. Period. You ain't doing that. On top of that, the other part, you're not going to pervert the religion either. So you're not going to be in Masjid Muhammad perverting the religion, speaking without knowledge, giving, you ain't doing it. You got to learn. You have to learn properly, and right. That's what we want, because it ain't about us. We're going to give to our children. Let's reverse this, right? Take it away from the religion. Are you going to let anybody do anything to your kids in school? You just took your kids out of school, right?
Me?
Are you the one doing the homeschooling?
No.
You stopped.
No. More is doing.
I mean, a lot of people stop
Yeah.
because they not, and that's a good thing. They not letting the public schools do whatever they want with their children. That's a good thing. You ain't gonna let nobody just do anything to you at work.
Right.
You ain't just going for anything. So that standard I have is what you have in doing your life, right? Same we should have in the deen.
Alright.
I hear, especially you, I hear you all the way the time complaining why, right? That's your joint. Why brothers doing this? Why sisters doing that? Why people think this? Why people thinking learning, right? So you have a standard. So if we have that standard, right, we should be, right? How many marriages you seen done in an invalid manner?
Oh, yeah, I seen plenty.
How many salats and jumas you seen done in an invalid manner in our communities? Right? We can't be going for that. We gotta say no. We gotta say no. So, because some people don't want to be told no, that's the real issue. I'm fleeing. I want to be told no. And the excuse is, you're too hard or this or that. No, you don't want to be told no. And a lot of us don't want to be told no. Let's be real. So what I'm saying is, but what is the alternative of not telling them no? 40 years later, here we are again. We gotta stop. And that's crucial. We gotta stop. So what I'm saying for us.
But I know what you're saying. I'm telling you, even Uncle Dawood know for ourselves that's why the Dawah Center has such a bad rep, because you couldn't come in there and, right, CJ, you had to put on a throw. You can't come in there and your hind parts is hanging out and stuff like that. And it was just like that. You can't come in there drunk. You gotta go.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Now what are we adding to that?
I'm
that
telling
was
you,
missing
like,
in the
what
Dawah
was the-
Center. Let's be honest. What are we adding to that was missing in the Dawah Center? Be honest. We have an honest talk. What did we at Masjid Muhammad right now, adding to what you're talking about, that you gotta try your best to do the right thing? What is the only thing we add to that was missing in the Dawah Center?
Yeah, y'all got learning people.
Learning. That's it.
Yeah.
Class, that's it.
Yeah.
So let's just add that, and then we that's it. Because if we be honest, we look at the Dawah Center, it was a good, and I was there when Dawah Center started.
Yeah.
So I remember, I know everybody,
Yeah.
right? So what I'm saying, now we have information that we didn't have in those days, and we talked about it. We didn't have certain stuff. Y'all guys got teachers, availability sheikhs, y'all know everybody. Oh, we ain't have all that. We didn't have it. It wasn't available in our day. Now it's available for the next generation. Cling to it. And I would never, ever stand in the way of y'all becoming the best leaders y'all can.
I've heard it all.
Right? But what I'm saying, I know I'm spoiling the whole stuff. But no, this is an opportunity for us to have real talk. Right? Because if we be honest, we tell the black communities, because the foreigners got their own agenda.
Yeah, that.
Right? They're not concerned about us.
Nope.
And I ain't talking about them. Okay, fine. They nation building, doing what they gotta do. Alhamdulillah. right? We talk about us.
Yeah, but we got the difference between them and us is that we got major problems, whereas that we come from different types of. I mean, black people been dogged for centuries, man.
So
Not
whose
just-
problem is to fix it?
Yeah, it's
It ain't
hard.
their job to fix
I know
our
that.
problems.
I'm just saying their situation is different from ours.
So what I'm saying,
Yeah,
so
they
we don't
have no
concern
idea.
ourselves with what they doing. We got to figure out what
I
we
said
doing.
that. I said that. I said
Now my question is this: when are we going to start taking that serious stance, right? And start saying, listen, ain't about our egos. Let's do the right stuff, right? So if you don't, let's do the right stuff.
Mhm.
How many African American masjids we got in Atlantic City?
one. Brothers, Masjid Kareem is African American.
Okay, right. What else? And in our areas, when they say Atlantic City, Pleasantville's Atlantic City, we got basically our community is divided up between three masjids or three and a half,
Three, yeah,
right?
Pleasantville, man.
So that means we got leadership in every masjid, right? Is an imam. Oh, yeah. We all know each other, right? Let's be real. What is it besides ego? Come on, stop. Like, if you be honest, right? It's not my ego. It's not my ego.
When you narrow it down, it is that. But for some people, it's other things. Like,
That's the shield,
yeah.
right? Because guess what? Everybody know themselves. Everybody know themselves. I know what I can and can't do. You know what you can and can't do.
I know that from me talking to people that people got a problem with authority. Like somebody just they
Just said that, didn't I?
Yeah, I know you said it, and I'm agreeing with you. I know for a fact from talking to people that people don't like the idea. People don't like the idea of somebody like you telling me, Khalil, go do this, and you just do that. You just mop the masjid for the rest of your life. Person like, man, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna go down here where I can be a imam. Like, man.
All right,
And guess what?
I gotta say something.
Maybe you could be the imam if you learn how to mop the floor correctly.
But the lady that used to clean the mosque for the prophet, she had a higher position. So what's wrong with that?
But here's the difference. Here's the difference for me. In defense of these people who get bossed around like that. Like for me personally, CJ, I have an issue with anybody talking down to me. Doesn't mean that I want to be the imam. Doesn't mean I want to go somewhere else. I'm not gonna go nowhere else. You're just not gonna talk to me that way.
Right.
And here's the thing. I don't think that everybody wants to have a position of leadership
Yeah, that's
or
true.
wants to say nothing. They just want to be spoken to correctly.
All right, now let's
That's some of the
be honest. Think about it.
Mhm.
So this idea, not a one person, and we gotta be honest. And this is why I say we can be honest. Not a one person could say that they have personally with me a bad relationship. Not a one.
What do you mean?
Not one
Not
person.
a bad relationship.
No, what I said.
Somebody say you've spoken to them incorrectly.
Stop. I ain't talking about that. Anybody can say that. You speak to me. How many times right here, CJ doesn't.
I talked to you incorrectly. Did I hurt you?
No.
Because you can
Alright,
handle
really?
that. Because you can handle that, but the next
Right,
man.
you know why? Because I know my relationship with him.
Yeah, that's
So I can say,
that's what he
listen,
said.
I can say him. We on camera stuff talking, right? Like, yo, you know who I am. I can't be doing all you gotta shoot me down. I'm not. But I know CJ. And the person watching may say, you talking to the imam or
Yeah,
check
that's
on
it.
me.
Right, that's
This is, excuse me, this is him.
Yeah.
He don't mean no harm by what he's talking about. That's just him. He loves to be what he considers real. It may not be the
what I
most.
consider real.
No, this is my
That's
point.
I'm
just
being who
him.
I am.
I know this
Yeah,
is my
that's just him
point.
being
No,
him.
point. We're talking to you and the audience, the listening audience. But
No, it's me. What
I know this is your show.
It's
but
not my show.
This is takeover, right? So this is what I'm saying. But the person listening don't know that relationship between me and him, right? They don't know like that serious brotherhood that we have.
Right.
Cause we got it.
Right.
Like we kick it to so much where we have conversations that we might not have with nobody else. He gonna say something to me, he might not say to nobody else. So I know he's not opposed to me, he's my man, right? And that relationship I have with everyone else, right? I have that relationship with everybody who go to another masjid. None of them can say, I can't go talk to Imam Amin. They're not telling the truth. And y'all all know that. You know it, it's lies.
They're not telling you the truth.
Period. It's not true, right? And they know it. But they gotta justify something they just don't want to do. Because you can come to me and say, because if he can talk to me like that, right? I come from the streets. If I was offended, yo, you can't get that off. He know that. But we ain't there. I'm your brother. He got that kind of, I can talk to him. So what I'm saying is the same thing with them. So like, we on different.
So
You saying that?
It's crap. That's what I'm saying, right? I hate to say it.
you
It's
see
crap.
part of
I hate to be honest and hard. It's nonsense.
Okay.
It's all nufus running wild.
All right, but
Stop.
All right, listen. Part of the reason why this is why we do this, so that
Right.
way, you know, because there may be some people who feel
Yeah, that's the
like they
reason
can't
why.
talk to you in
Yeah.
that way. And that's the only their feeling. Might not be what you say or that you make. See, you know one thing I don't like? I don't ever like when somebody says, you're making me feel some kind of way. I don't have any control over your feelings. I'm me, you're you. You're going to feel however you choose to feel. So I don't think it's your fault when I hear somebody say, oh, I don't like Amin because it's so and so and so and so. He did this. No, you chose to feel that way.
Yeah.
That's one thing, and that's not me agreeing with you or agreeing with them. That's just me saying, no, you have a choice in how you decide to feel, right? But some people do feel like, hey, I don't know if I can approach him like that.
Yeah,
Or he
some
gonna,
of you-
but that's the whole point of us wanting to talk like this in this setting, outside of the masjid, so people can feel comfortable enough to talk reality in real time. So my thing is, if somebody watches this and they see
Yeah, they
you
see me
open
walk.
and you're not in shake mode, and then they, they feel like, hey, you know what?